Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Dak going to start out going to the air.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called out again this week.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but down to a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
He's got room at the 30, and he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run. First down, Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Throwing, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 16. Goff now looks to throw. And Sharp calls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Neville Gallimore showing off a bit on that nice stop. The Lions at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. Well, they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Goff on 1st down. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. DJ Chark, 34 yards.
And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Prescott off play action. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And open is Keelan Cole, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Inside give to Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Steps away. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The RPO always puts the defense in a little bit of a predicament, but when it's Deke and Zach, that probably makes it extra tough, doesn't it?
Predicament. I like that word because when you look at it from the defense's perspective, hard to commit either way, right? Because if you do, you're overcommitting. That's what they call a stressful situation. Many think that Dak should keep the ball more. Built so well, so solid, and running was a huge part of what he did at Mississippi State.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw going to be taken in by Cole. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Charles Harris able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Keelan Cole, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Point after by Lambeau. Open good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 11 plays in total. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams on defense and may blitz more in the beginning to get them going.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He gets this complete to Cephas. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Goff now looking to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to chip. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now it's gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. James Mitchell, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the 1st half of the season.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 14. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots, if I remember correctly. Well, they've won a few in the years following. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I didn't get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
Under pressure, they got him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, gone. That's once again complete to Chark. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 37. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Out of the gun, gone. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll run with Swift. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jared Goff in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Seibert on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we have reached halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Ball back to the Detroit offense and DJ Chark. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now gone. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it.
This is caught at the 20. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's got Rome. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 2nd and 12, Goff. Sharks got it left side. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Goff. This one taken in by Cephas. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the move to his left. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
The second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. Back now in Arlington from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. 1st down, and they go with Swift again. Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 24.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Once again, it's Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. On 4th down, Goff departs, and Austin Seibert is out there for the Lions field goal now. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards, as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. A first down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Draw play. Elliott. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 75 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Prescott on first down. Incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Prescott looks to throw on first. escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Throwing. Prescott. This is caught.
And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Prescott yet again. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 75.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And some room to roam now.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
On 2nd down, Swift.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Goff now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 13. 44 seconds to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down.
To throw, Prescott. Finding Schultz.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Now Prescott.
That one complete to Elliott.
He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Prescott.
Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Here's Prescott.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. So it's a win here for the Lions, and the guy who spearheaded things was their